afternoon. I am GoLocal Live contributor Chelsea Gay here in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm excited today to talk about some upcoming local events in the Rhode Island area. My first guest is Andrea Carnero from the Preservation Society of Newport County. And she is here to talk with us today about the Newport Food and Wine Festival and also about the Preservation Society as a whole and all of the fun fall, winter events you guys have coming up. So I'd appreciate you coming on the show.
Always a lot going on. Thanks very much for the opportunity.
Yeah, no problem. We're excited to have you. So I know you guys have a big event coming up this weekend.
We do. In fact, it starts tonight. The Newport Mansions Wine and Food Festival.
Yes.
It's a 4-day event, and this is our 13th year. It's hard to believe we've been doing it for this long.
Oh, that's amazing.
But it's a lot of fun. It's an event that has a variety of things, dinners and seminars and cocktail parties and the grand tastings coming up, and it all takes place at the Newport Mansions.
Wow. And Marble House, if I'm not
Marble House is the site of the grand tastings on Saturday and Sunday, which is kind of the centerpiece of the weekend of the event. We will have nearly 600 wines from 200 wineries all there that people can walk around and taste and see what they like, and all varieties. They come from all over the world. It's a really fun event.
And I'm assuming there's local representation with that wine too. Or?
Oh, absolutely. We have the vineyards right here in Rhode Island, from Napa Valley, from California, from Australia, from France, New Zealand. They're coming from all over the world. But yes, absolutely, we have local representation, and among the restaurants as well. We have several dozen restaurants from all around New England, including several from here in Rhode Island, Newport and Providence.
Oh, some local favorites.
Red Stripe from Providence. People know Red Stripe.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Tavolo Wine Bar is going to be there. And we
Delicious.
have basically all of the great Newport restaurants, Castle Hill, 41 North, quite a number of them that are going to be represented. And so it's a great opportunity too to come and meet the chefs, because the chefs themselves do come.
Oh, that's great.
And they'll be there, and you can talk to them. They'll be presenting some of their best dishes, and they really enjoy interacting with people. So it's a great chance to learn about the wines as well as the food.
Well, you got to eat while you drink.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we make sure that we have lots of food for people to be able to drink and enjoy. And the setting couldn't be better. You're sitting out there on the lawn at Marble House, overlooking the ocean. The weather forecast for the weekend is beautiful.
Oh, I know.
The one thing I have to tell people, though, is that the Saturday grand tasting is sold out.
Okay.
So if you did not get your tickets for Saturday, unfortunately, it's too late. The good news, though, is that we still have tickets available for the grand tasting on Sunday. So you can go to our website and get those tickets at newportmansions.org.
So quickly walk our viewers through what is happening over the weekend. I know you said there is a dinner tonight, which is not as cost effective as some of the other options. And then Saturday is sold out, but
what else is there?
Yeah, what else is there for people to do? How can they interact with this event?
Sure, and if you're just learning about it now and you're thinking about, oh, what can I do this weekend? You can start tomorrow, all day tomorrow, at the Breakers Stable in Newport. We are having seminars all day long. So there are a variety of different seminars with wine pairings with food, oysters and caviar. We have a cheese and wine seminar. Delicious. We have seminars about rosé and about California Cabernets, and a variety of different seminars where you can actually sit, meet the winemakers, meet a number of sommeliers who are very expert, meet some chefs that are creating some of the food to provide the pairings, and really learn about how foods and wines go together and where these wines come from and how the grapes are grown. Then tomorrow night is one of the signature events as well of the festival at Rosecliff. It's an event we call Wine in Rosecliff. And it's basically a high-end, fun cocktail party with wines.
It's a gala, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a gala. It's a gala.
Is it black tie? Or?
It is not black tie. No, cocktail attire is fine.
Okay.
And it starts at 7 p.m., but there will be a number of wineries that will be presenting some really higher-level wines that they serve. And also some of the restaurants will be providing some specialty foods as well. So there'll be food stations and wine stations throughout the ballroom and the terrace at Rosecliff. And that's a fun event. We'll have music for dancing as well.
Great. Yeah, Rosecliff is beautiful. So.
Absolutely.
Can't go wrong with the setting.
It's a great date night if you're looking for something fun to do, and it's a really nice evening to be out.
Guys, take your wives for a date night. I mean,
Absolutely.
Come on.
There's another more high-end dinner at Rosecliff on Saturday night called the Vintner Dinner, which we will have a 4-course meal provided by several chefs who will be also pairing those with some very select wines. So that'll take place in the ballroom at Rosecliff. But of course, the big signature events of the weekend are the grand tasting. The grand tasting. And that happens on the back lawn of Marble House.
Yes.
And as I mentioned, we will have nearly 200 wineries total that'll be there sharing some of their best vintages. We will have several dozen restaurants and other food purveyors, as well as quite a number of other exhibitors. So there's things to do, to look at, to taste, wines and food, lots going on. It's a beautiful full day from 12 to 4. If you buy a VIP ticket, you get in at 12 o'clock. A regular general admission ticket, you come in at 1 o'clock.
Okay. And I know that the event Saturday is sold out, but there is an exciting guest. Zach Posen is attending. That's awesome. How did that happen?
Well, Zach Posen has partnered up with Monogram. And Monogram Appliances is our culinary stage sponsor.
Okay.
Food and Wine Magazine is our presenting sponsor. They have been for a number of years. And several years ago, Monogram joined us as the sponsor of the culinary stage, where we do cooking demonstrations. Zach Posen, who people know as a fashion designer from Project Runway, and he has actually started dabbling in the world of food. He has actually authored a cookbook, Cooking with Zach, and he'll be signing that cookbook as well on Saturday.
Great.
But he's done some design work for them. He's actually designed the front panel of a refrigerator for Monogram. So he's doing a lot of design work that's related to them and outside of the fashion world. And so he's joining us through the auspices of Monogram, and that'll be fun as well.
Oh, great. And so the event's not only fun, it's also charitable, if I'm not mistaken. 100% of the proceeds go to the Preservation Society?
Absolutely. Preservation Society of Newport County is the host of this event, and all of the proceeds from the event go to historic preservation in Newport. They help us to protect, preserve, and present the Newport mansions. So we appreciate that support from everybody that comes. There's a good reason for you to come and feel good about what you're doing, as well as having a good time.
So that's going back to making the mansions beautiful. We were just talking earlier about cleaning each individual chandelier at the breakers.
It's an expensive proposition. Preservation is an ongoing effort. And it's constant restoration, preservation, keeping these buildings in pristine condition and in a condition that we want to present them to the public. We have over 1 million admissions a year to the Newport mansions. People come from all over the world, and it is expensive to keep them up.
I bet.
Even just the kind of regular maintenance that you do on your house when you're doing it on a house that's 138,000 square feet, like the breakers. It's time consuming and expensive.
I know, there must be special people that have to come in and take care of all that.
We have an incredibly talented staff of caretakers and conservators and curators who manage all of that and make sure that the houses are properly cared for and are kept in museum quality condition.
Great. And so we've got the Food and Wine Festival coming up this weekend, but we're now entering this beautiful fall foliage stage of the year, and then we've got Christmas, and I know that the Newport mansions have so much going on during that time. So tell us a little bit about what we can expect coming up in the fall.
Sure, and we are busy all year round, and people tend to think of Newport as a summer destination. It's not. It really is a year-round destination, especially in the last few years. Fall is a very busy time in Newport. A lot of people don't realize that Newport is a major cruise ship destination.
Oh, I didn't know that.
In the fall, cruise ships come, almost every day it seems. But for September and October, we will have several dozen cruise ship landings and major ships, mega ships, all the Princess lines, the Holland America, all the big cruise ship lines will come into Newport. And so it's a busy time. A lot of visitors, they're coming from around the world. And so the mansions are open daily, right through, and there's plenty to see and do there. We have lots of different tour opportunities. And of course, really the day after the festival is over, we're already talking about Christmas.
Yeah.
So Christmas at the Newport Mansions is, of course, a huge event.
Tell us about that. I know it seems early, but I know that it's good to get your tickets planned ahead because it's a very busy season for you guys, if I'm not mistaken.
Christmas is a very busy season throughout throughout Newport.
Yeah.
People don't realize that actually the planning for Christmas decorations and events and activities for Christmas actually begins in January.
Okay.
Our curator of historic landscapes began planning last January the kinds of decor that he was going to have and the design he was going to do in each of the houses this year. Shopped for some of the decorations, did his planning, and he's got it all sort of planned out now. And the actual physical decorating of the houses, the Breakers, the Elms, and Marble House, actually begins right in the middle of October. It takes over a month to get all of the decorations up, and they'll be finished just the weekend before Thanksgiving, and we'll start Christmas at the Newport Mansions then.
Okay, and what is the experience of that? Is there caroling? Do you do, what happens?
A variety of different things, events. Of course, the houses are open for tours, and they're all decorated. The Breakers, the Elms, and Marble House, all decorated, open for tours, and it's a great place. People come year after year after year to see how it changes, to enjoy the opportunity to have their pictures taken in front of the 15-foot tall poinsettia tree at the Breakers, or to see what the changing decor is throughout. We also have special events called holiday evenings at the Newport Mansions, and so they're evening events primarily at the Breakers. On Saturday nights you can come, and it's an open house style, so you don't have to take a guided tour, or you don't have to take the audio tour at the Breakers. Some of the ropes are down. You get to stroll through the Great Hall. We do have live music. We will have carolers and various choral groups singing holiday music. We'll have very light refreshments, so eggnog and cider. And it's a nice opportunity to see the house lit up at night and looking kind of like it would have if you were back in the day with the Vanderbilts or the Berwins at the Elms, and kind of what it would have been
there,
what it would have been like to be entertained there on an evening.
Yeah, I'm sure that would have been incredible.
Absolutely, it's a lot of fun, and it's worth seeing, and you really make some great family memories for the holidays at the Mansions.
Of course. Well, it was so great to have you on with us today, Andrea. I really appreciate you coming. I know we got a little ahead of ourselves talking about the winter, but it seems like a great event this weekend, and tickets are still available if I'm not mistaken.
They are, except for the Saturday Grand Tasting. You can still get tickets for most of the other events. Just go to our website at newportmansions.org and you will find it there.
And if you go to the Newport Mansions website, you can find out about any events that are happening.
Absolutely. There's an events calendar. You can just peruse that. You see all about the lectures that we offer, the various other events, store events, book signings, Christmas, all the different things that we do.
Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, you have a pretty robust Facebook page too. People can check that out.
We do.
I heard you go live.
Very much. We do. Thank you very much. Yes, we're very active on Facebook, the Preservation Society of Newport County.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, Andrea, for coming on. It was great to chat with you.
Pleasure to meet you.
We'll be right back with our next guest. And as we said, if you don't have plans this weekend, try to get out to the Newport Food and Wine Festival. Have some drinks, food. There's nothing better than that. So,
absolutely. It's a great event.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. My second guest today is Shannon Shallcross from the Lady Project of Providence. And we're here to talk about another exciting event that's coming up in October, the Lady Project Summit. So
Yes.
let's chat about that quickly, let everybody know what that is, and then we'll get into the chapter as a whole and all the great things that you guys do.
Yes. Thank you, Chelsea. So the Lady Project Summit is the biggest event that the Lady Project has on an annual basis. And for those of you who don't know, Lady Project is an organization, surprise, surprise, for women. Sorry, guys. But the organization connects and inspires and showcases amazing women. And, in plain talk, I would say it's an organization that facilitates women with networking, with informal mentoring, with development for both entrepreneurial women and also women who are in business as well.
Great.
And the Lady Project Summit is, it's exciting.
Yeah.
We anticipate about 300 people to attend this year.
Wow. And how many years has this been going on?
This is going to be, if my memory serves me correctly, the 6th year, the 6th
excellent.
summit.
And it's been growing exponentially, I'm
Yes.
sure, every year. Oh, that's
Yes,
that's great.
exactly.
And so tell us a little bit about the style of the summit. What can people expect when they attend? I know you said it's actually the whole weekend of different
Yes.
events and things going on. So give us a
Yes.
good idea of what we can expect at the summit.
Yes, so because we have people coming from out of town and from our chapters across the country, we have an entire weekend of events. It starts on Friday at the Dean Hotel in the Boombox. We have High Road Insurance, one of our sponsors, is sponsoring a kickoff party.
Great.
And following that, we have another kickoff party that's going to be at Madewell in Providence Place. And the main event is going to be on Saturday. And so Saturday is going to be chock full from morning until night. Speakers, we're going to kick it off with breakfast prior to our keynote speaker, who is a senior writer for the Huffington Post. And we have several keynotes who are authors. We actually have the founder of Bar and Soul, who's going to be there speaking as well. And throughout the day, we will have smaller breakout sessions as well. So if you go onto the website, ladyprojectsummit.com, you can, and when you register, you can actually choose the workshops that interest you and are most relevant to you.
And what's the goal of this summit? I mean, what do you hope that attendees will get out of it at the end?
Well, we want to support women and the many challenges that they have.
Yeah.
And, the world is changing, and we have a good portion of the workforce that is women, but a lot of the professional development opportunities for women have not evolved as quickly as the workforce has. So we strive to provide relevant sessions that help to inspire women, obviously connect like-minded women. Some are business owners and they're looking to connect with other fellow business owners or potential clients. Other people are just looking for professional development opportunities.
Well, it's great because, I'm sure, women tend to get so competitive in this space because, like you said, it's tough. It's sort of a dog-eat-dog world. And, it seems like an event like this would really help encourage women to be collaborative instead of competitive.
Yes. And, to answer your question about takeaways, another big one is just to have fun, because this is an awesome organization which has grown so quickly over the last 6 years, and this is going to be our final summit that we're going to host. So knowing that it's going to be the final summit, it's going to be a big farewell, it's going to be a grand closing, and we really want to recognize all of the amazing members, all of the city managers from across the country, all of the staff, and everyone who has worked so hard to make Lady Project what it has been built up to be.
Of course. And you guys, well, congratulations, on the success all year. I know your events have been very well attended. And, for those viewers who may not have heard of the Lady Project, what's been going on for the past, 6 months in this space, and tell us about the exciting developments and everything that's been happening.
Yes, yes. So we've had events throughout the year. We are an organization that holds a lot of events. So actually over the past 6 years, we've had over 250 events, if you count them all up. Not just in Providence, but that includes all of our chapters. We've actually launched 18 different chapters across the country. So we continue to have events. We have a very active online community too, and that's a real way that we see our members engage with each other. On Facebook, discussion groups, that sort of thing. So we've had a lot of that throughout the year, and we're really excited about October 6th.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so how do you go about joining the Lady Project for someone that's interested?
Yeah, so I would say, you know, for anyone who wants to become involved, I would say come to the summit. Okay. It is the best way to connect with people. It's actually very inexpensive too. For anyone who's gone to a day-long seminar, usually they get pretty pricey. Yeah. The cost for this is only $225, and actually, special treat for anyone who is watching right now, we do have a special promo code for $50 off your registration, great, which is GoLocal.
Oh, all caps?
All caps.
Okay, yeah, so make sure to use that. Type that in.
Yes.
And so the event is October 6th, correct?
Yes.
Saturday, October 6th. And we kind of touched upon the takeaways and everything that's happening with that. But can you elaborate a little bit more on the Lady Project as a whole and really why it's important? Because I think, you know, guests that are tuning in now, it's just, this is super important with everything that's going on in the
yes,
world. You know, why this summit? It's the last one. Why is this so important, and why should our viewers be going?
Yeah, well,
female viewers, I suppose.
Yeah, yes, the female viewers.
Yes.
It's a really unique way to connect with people, because a lot of the traditional ways that people connect with other women in a professional capacity, they're usually kind of stuffy, you know, which it's okay. That's totally fine. And a lot of times, and there are some amazing efforts to increase diversity and showcase people of all genders, all backgrounds. But I will have to say that this is something that has always impressed me about Lady Project, that you know, while we do target women, it's an incredibly diverse organization, and one that does attract people of all different kinds, all walks of life. Our membership, I would say, is probably 60% millennials, but we truly have members of every age.
So I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, but is there, you know, an instance you can think of, like a connection that was made through the Lady Project that was especially memorable? You know, maybe someone with a small business or someone just starting out. Is there anything that you have that you want to share?
Sure. So the very first Lady Project event that I attended was one of their annual birthday bashes, which is always held at Gracie's. Gracie's has always been an awesome, gracious sponsor of the organization. And so this was my first experience meeting different people and seeing what the organization was all about. And at their events, they have what's known as a 3x3 speaker series. So they choose 3 different speakers, and they have each speaker speak for 3 minutes on a topic.
Okay.
So it's a great way to showcase people talking about real things. And the subject, I actually don't recall the very first event, what the subject was that we were talking about, but it's all things that truly do get to the heart of what matters to women.
Absolutely.
And you know, how they respond to certain challenges in life and that sort of thing. So that will always stick out in my mind as a truly amazing experience, and all of the people who I have met who are entrepreneurs and business people and artists as well. It's really inspiring.
Yeah. And so if for some reason you can't get to the summit on October 6th, you are still having monthly meetings.
Yes.
And, you know, what's next? I know this is the last summit, so
yes,
what's next? What can we expect?
Yes, so we will still continue to have monthly meetups through the end of the year. The very final monthly meetup is going to be in December, which for anyone who is interested, I would say absolutely go to that one, because that's going to be an awesome send-off as well. But yes, we're sunsetting the organization after 6 amazing years. And really proud of all of the accomplishments of everyone who built Lady Project to make it what it is today.
And so all of the members that have spent time and energy in the Lady Project, what's next for you guys? What are you going to be doing?
Yeah, well, you know what? I have to say the organization became so great, first of all, because of its amazing members, but also the staff. They're all women who are killing it in their respective careers, and they wanted to use their talents to help this organization to grow. So these women are going to continue to be amazing in what they do, be it in marketing, be it in sales, and yeah, really exciting future in store.
Well, you know, I think this project is amazing, and I think the cause is amazing, and I'm sure women will continue to be amazing after it ends, of course.
I think so.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But so we're so excited about October 6th. I know I'll be in attendance, so that's great. And thank you for the code for our viewers. We appreciate it. Again, it's GoLocal, all caps, if you want to attend the October 6th event. And Shannon, it was so great to have you on the show. And so great to talk about this event and celebrate everything that the project has done. It's kind of bittersweet, but it's still awesome.
Yes.
And so yeah, everybody get out this weekend, go to the wine festival, get your tickets for October 6th. And
Lady Project.
Yes, go to the Lady Project.
Yes.
So I'm Chelsea Gay. I'm signing off. I will be back next week with some exciting new guests.